Hey everyone, over the last few weeks, I went down a massive rabbit hole learning about AI agents. I didn't just take one course, I actually went through a few different courses, read a ton of papers, and watched hours and hours of YouTube videos, and even built some of my own agents. In this video, I'm going to break down AI agents so that anyone could understand what they are and how you can get into it yourself. We'll be talking about what exactly AI agents are, a crash course on how multi-agent systems work, how to actually build an AI agent workflow without any code, and my final advice for anyone who wants to get into this field or build agents for their own business. So let's start with what are AI agents. This is surprisingly tricky to define because the field is so new. People are still trying to figure it out. So let's start with what an AI agent isn't. If you just go to ChatGPT and say, write me an essay on something, and it spits out some text, that's not exactly an agent. That's just simply prompting. You get a single answer, but it's usually surface level and not very refined. But an agentic workflow breaks the task into steps, makes an outline, do some research, draft, revise, and repeat. It's more like a circular iterative process instead of a straight line. And then there's the third level, a fully autonomous agent. An AI that can decide the steps, pick the tools, loop through revisions, and deliver results by itself. We are not quite at that stage yet, but the progress is happening insanely fast. From what I learned so far, there are 4 widely recognized AI agent design patterns. And the first pattern is called reflection, which means the AI doesn't just produce an answer and stops there. It goes back, reviews its own work, and improves upon it. For example, let's say you ask an AI to write a piece of Python code to get a product price listing from Amazon. And normally it would just give you some code and you just copy paste it and test it on your own. But with reflection, you also ask the AI to review the code and check for bugs, inefficiencies, or any other style improvements. Then the AI would notice its own errors and rewrites the section and hands you a better version. So reflection is like giving the AI its own second brain editor to clean up after itself. And then we have tool use. On its own, an AI model can only generate text. But when you give it tools like web search, calculators, databases, or APIs, it becomes far more powerful. For an example, if you ask what's the best budget laptop under $800 right now, without tools, the AI might give you an outdated answer. But with a web search tool, it can check real reviews, compare prices, and give you an updated recommendation. The second example would be a calendar integration. You can tell your AI to book a meeting, let's say with Sarah next Tuesday at 2 p.m. It won't just generate a text reminder, it'll actually schedule the event on your Google Calendar. There's a lot more tools that you can actually provide to your AI, like email access, object detection, web generation, and a lot more. Think of tools as giving your AI hands and eyes to interact with the real world. And then we have the third pattern, planning. Here, the AI isn't just answering a question, it's breaking a problem into smaller tasks, figuring out what needs to happen first, second, third, and so on. A good example for this would be creating a YouTube video about AI agents. Instead of dumping a full script, a reasoning-based AI might make an outline first and research recent examples, write a first draft, suggest graphics, refine the draft into a final script. Planning turns a single big task into a chain of smart ordered actions. And then at number 4, we have multi-agent systems. This is where things get exciting. Instead of one AI doing everything, you split roles across multiple agents, like human team, where each member is specialized in something. This is where you can also have multiple AI models working together. You have to think of this just like how humans would work in real life. It's always better to have a team of people working in different roles rather than asking one person to do multiple different jobs. Like a designer can't write better content than a content writer. You need a content writer for that specific role. The first agent could be the researcher. It finds recent articles online, and the second agent can draft a blog post. And the third agent can be the editor, improve grammar and make the script more better. And a fourth agent would optimize it for better keywords. The result will be much better than just asking ChatGPT to write me a blog post. Another good example could be in cybersecurity. The first agent can monitor for network traffic. The second agent scans for suspicious logging attempts. and a third agent could run simulations to test system vulnerabilities. Together, they could flag threats faster than a single agent could. Multi-agent systems. Alright, this is where things really start to get exciting. Up until now, we've been talking about single agents, but the real magic happens when you connect multiple agents together. First, let's quickly break down what makes up a single AI agent. It's basically four things. First, the task. That's what the AI agent is supposed to do. Then answer. It's like the kind of answer we want back. And then third, the model. The LLM which is powering the AI, whether that's GPT, Claude, Gemini, or Llama. Doesn't really matter, it's the brain. And then tools. The extra power it has, like APIs, calendars, code execution, or web search. You can think of it like a formula. The task, answer, model, and then the tools. That's one agent. But when you connect agents together, you get whole new patterns, ways of organizing them just like teams in a company. And this is where things get really powerful. Let me walk you through the main patterns. So for an example, imagine a travel planner agent. Its task is to plan a 3-day budget trip to Tokyo. The answer we want is a detailed itinerary with hotels, tickets, and costs. The model could be Claude, but it could just as easily be another LLM. The tool it needs might include Google Maps and Booking.com. That's one agent. But here's the one part. When you add multiple agents together, you can create different design patterns that mirror how human teams work. The first one is sequential. This one is simple. One agent does a job and hands it off to another agent. Imagine processing a scanned legal contract. The first agent extracts the raw text. The second agent summarizes the clauses. The third agent highlights the deadlines, and the fourth agent uploads everything into your project management tool. It's like an assembly line in a factory, clean and efficient and easy to follow. And then you have hierarchical. This is like having a manager and a team. Picture a manager agent at the top, handing tasks to different specialized agents. Once they're done, they all report back, and the manager combines their work. An example would be a company wants a market report. The manager agent takes the request. The first sub-agent would do a market research. The manager agent would take the task and request the first sub-agent to do a research on market trends and ask the second sub-agent to gather customer feedback and a third sub-agent to review financial data. The manager pulls it all together into one polished report. It's literally like running a business, but your employees are all AI. And at third, we have hybrids. This is the best of both worlds. Hybrids are a mix of sequential and hierarchical with feedback loops built in. These are common in robotics or self-driving cars, where things are constantly changing. In an autonomous car, the top-level agent plans the overall route, and sub-agents track traffic, watch sensors, and scan for obstacles. Data flows back and forth, so the plan updates in real time as conditions change. This isn't just a step-by-step process. It's a living, breathing network of agents reacting to its environment. And then the fourth one is parallel. In this model, agents split up the work and run at the same time. It helps a lot with bigger jobs. Imagine analyzing millions of tweets to measure brand sentiment. Instead of one poor agent crunching through everything, you send out an army of agents, each handling a slice of the data, and then merge their results. This is like 50 interns working in parallel instead of one guy pulling an all-nighter. And then the fifth is asynchronous. This one's about independence. Agents run at different times on their own schedules and react when needed. Think cybersecurity. The first agent monitors live network traffic, and the second agent checks for weird logging attempts, and the third agent randomly stress tests the system. They don't all wait for each other, they just do their jobs, and if one stops a threat, it raises the alarm immediately. This works really well on real-time applications. But here's the catch. The more agents you add, the stronger your system becomes, but also the more chaotic it gets. It's just like building a company. A 5-person startup can move really fast compared to a 500-person company. Now you need managers, hierarchies, and rules, or else it's complete chaos. Multi-agent systems are exactly the same. Done right, they are insanely powerful. If done wrong, they are just noise. That's the crash course. Multi-agent systems aren't just about connecting AIs together. They're about designing teams of AI that work like humans do, but faster and smarter and non-stop. Now here's the fun part. You don't actually need to be a coder to start building your own agents. I've been learning N8N on my own and have built some agents of my own, starting from an AI personal assistant agent to a social media analyst and a bunch of more. Let me know in the comments below if you want me to create some tutorials on how you can make your own agents. So let's talk about why this actually matters. The opportunity side. Here's the reality. AI agents aren't just a feature upgrade. They are the beginning of a whole new layer of the internet, something experts are already calling the Agentic Web. Microsoft even predicts there could be over 1.3 billion AI agents by 2028. Imagine a world where instead of apps, we interact with swarms of intelligent AI assistants, all connected, all working in the background to get stuff done for us. Now, where's the business opportunity in all this? It is in vertical AI agents, specialized agents that don't just sit on top of a system but completely own a workflow. These are the industry-specific assistants that could outperform generic SaaS tools by 10x. Think a finance agent that doesn't just track invoices but actually runs your bookkeeping end to end. A health agent that triggers patient schedules, follow-ups, and flags risks before they happen. A logistics agent that not only tracks shipments but automatically reroutes them when delays pop up. These aren't just chatbots, they are specialized digital workers. Now here's the nuance. It's not always about replacing SaaS. Many SaaS tools will still be here, but agents will layer on top of them, bridging messy UIs and automating repetitive clicks and making systems far more useful. In other words, the winners won't just be the people who build tools. It'll be people who build agents that use the tools for you. And here's the best part. We are the beginning of this wave. Most of the world still thinks of AIs as text generators. But those who start building agent-first businesses today could be the ones shaping the next generation of unicorns tomorrow. So if you have ever wanted clarity about where to focus, this is it. Don't just ask what SaaS tool can I copy. Instead, ask what specialized workflow could I transform into an agent that actually does the work for people. That's where the gold is. So to recap, agents aren't just prompts, they are iterative, tool using, reasoning systems, and then multi-agent systems unlock even more potential. And you can build agents today with no-code tools like N8N. The business opportunity for AI agents is massive, like SaaS agents. So what kind of agents do you want to build? Let me know in the comments below. And thanks a lot for watching this video, and make sure you like and subscribe for more videos like this, and see you in the next one. Bye.